I have found a bunch of strange accessories for the Nintendo DS in Japan. Some of these things don't seem to make any sense, but regardless, I'm very excited to look at them, starting with something really cool. Does everyone remember when the original 3DS came with a dock? I always found that really cool because you're excited about the 3DS, but then you also have a little chunk of dock that's quite nice. Well, the new 3DS didn't get one. I don't even think it got a charger. Oh no, I think that might be the new 3DS XL onwards, like the 2DS, the new 2DS XL, which is now old. But anyway, this is a this is a new Nintendo 3DS dock. And that is quite cool. Here it is, and I'm really excited by this because it's also going to double as a cool way to display my 3DS. So this is a proper Nintendo thing, proper Nintendo product, and it's a real nice one at that. Did anybody know that this existed? Not really anything in the way of like feet, so it is just going to slide around, but yeah, it's that high quality Nintendo plastic, little Nintendo embellishments around it, and yeah, so this, by the way, is one of the only things that utilizes the little metal contacts here. So when the 3DS sits down into the dock, two little prongs are going to stick up, and that's going to charge your DS. So here it goes. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that is really nice. That is lovely. It's not a lot, but it is nice. And the fact that it has that Nintendo logo there. It's got a cutout for the LED, which, to be honest with you, looks terrible. Could they not have just done like a little through tube and a little piece of clear plastic and then a through tube so that this could have all been like flat? And I'm enjoying saying through tube. This video has been sponsored by PCBWay. As well as offering a manufacturing service for every type of PCB you can imagine, they offer 3D printing, CNC machining, injection molding, and sheet metal fabrication. I had a Game Boy kiosk missing some metal components, and they were able to manufacture new ones for me. This was using their sheet metal fabrication service. But just look at their CNC service in action on Tito's epic latest project, building the prototype Xbox. They made the shell out of a massive block of aluminium. Or if you want to just try your hand at some 3D printing stuff without committing to a whole 3D printer, they offer that too. Check out PCBWay through the link in the description below. We're going to look at another dock. This one, however, is from Club Nintendo, and I've got absolutely no idea why. Is there something special about this, or did they just not make this? I believe this is a regular 3DS XL dock. This is all Japanese stuff, by the way, so I don't know if this even made it anywhere else in the world, but this is a new 3DS XL dock. So let's go ahead and take it out. Oh, I think that has gone yellow, unless it was actually yellow to begin with, but no, that wouldn't make sense. Wow, we live in a time where even now the regular 3DS stuff is going yellow from age. That's quite sad and scary. But yeah, this does the same thing. It's got that big sort of push thing that the two little pins come out and the charger goes into there. Can someone please tell me, is this supposed to be yellow? I'm actually feeling ill about the age of that. So let me go ahead and get my 3DS XL, which is obviously not that old of a console, and let's put that in there, and you can see there. That looks quite good, really, doesn't it? So that just sort of sits in there, and that'll work fine. That'll start charging that in no time. And that's going to be ready for some gaming. Next up, we have this very small little Nintendo cartridge thing. Not totally sure there was a need for these little cartridge covers. But, you know, the Japanese, they do love their little things, their little bits and bobs, which I'm sure is not a Japanese term. So there we have it. So let's just pop that in there, and you can prank your grandma with it and get your inheritance early. Now let's cast our minds back, because this is an accessory from a previous accessories video, but by far is one of the best accessories I've ever seen, and that is why I love these little DS accessory videos, because look at this. This is the Egg Plus grip, and I just want to remind everyone how brilliant this is. What do you think you do with these egg halves? Well, I will tell you. You stick them onto the back of your console, and then you have these grips on the back that genuinely make playing much more comfortable, especially if you've got big hands. Look at that. Well, you can't really see it. And one of my favourite things about it is the residue that it leaves on the back. It's really nice. It's sort of a gooey, sticky reminder of the decisions that you've made. And then it can just go back into its little nest. Okay, next up is an accessory for the original Nintendo DS. This is really cool. I saw this and I thought, absolutely, I am definitely going to buy that. It's an officially licensed Nintendo product. Let's go ahead and get this thing out. Well, there's two of them actually, which is quite cool. So, these tiny little things, how do you close it? Oh, there's a little button on the side. This is a stylus that goes into the cartridge slot of the Nintendo DS. Oh, that doesn't fit that well. Oh, I suppose it does. I suppose it does. It's not great. It's a little bit, right, it's a little bit tough, but it's not too bad. It does fit in there. And then I'm not a big fan of that little bit that sticks out. Why would you want that? We've already got a lanyard hole on here. Do we need a lanyard on the stylus as well? Because now that's just a thing that sticks out of your DS. But anyway, when you pull it out, you now have yourself a stylus that is, I suppose, yeah, no, that is actually, oh my days, that looks so small in my hand now. Yeah, I mean, obviously, much bigger. Nowadays, with my bigger hands, that is actually a lot more comfortable to use. So another cool little stylus thing that I saw was these. Now this is from Dragon Quest, and it's the little slime dude. And you might be thinking, well, is that just two styluses? Well, yes, but wait a minute. And this is, again, officially licensed Nintendo product, as you can see up there. This, by the way, is a DS Lite product. So here we go. Blue stylus. Let's go ahead and take out the current stylus and pop in this one. And what is so special about it? Now, on the topic of styluses, let's look at another one. This is a Pac-Man one. Slightly less interesting, but I really love the artwork on the back. The little screenshots there. They're so cool. What is that actually from? Pack and Roll. I don't know what that is. What is Pack and Roll? Was that some sort of a cartoon? Presumably it must be. But anyway, you have at the top of it a ginormous Pac-Man. Now this one doesn't fit obviously into the DS or anything like that, but it is a really nice sized stylus. And if you're a fan of Pac-Man, well, you could have bought that. You could have bought that. You can't probably anymore, but if you want to, have a little look on Sendico, because that's where I bought all of this stuff from. This might be one of the worst styluses ever made. What is that? What is this? I feel like we need some clarification. I'm gonna get my phone. This is a dedicated play tool for the Nintendo DS software Egg Monster Hero. Put the special touch finger on your finger and use it just like a touch pen. I mean, I know I've got big hands, but like, what on earth are we talking about? Why was this made? It's so disturbing. It's so disturbing. Shh, everything's going to be okay. Okay, let's look at something more practical, because that was absolutely ridiculous. This right here has Pikachu on it. And that is about the only reason this thing exists. To sell it. Because it's shit. It's a screen protector. I suppose that's quite useful. And the world's smallest microfiber cloth. Okay, let's look at something that actually does make sense. So this is this is a product about me actually. So this is a Harry Potter wand stylus holder thing. It doesn't actually seem to have a stylus in it. Looking at the pictures here, it seems to just be a stylus holder. Did we need that though? Because the DS does that for you. Here it is. Oh, okay. So it's got a really long, extendable... Oh, that broke. I just broke it. Genuinely just broke it. It must be because this rubber is ancient now. That's a shame. That's a shame. I suppose we didn't really need that bit, did we? And also, you could actually now just remove the bit that's old and tarnished and just put that there. But anyway, that is a bit of a shame. Harry Potter little thing there, little metal plaque and a little lanyard holder. And then the actual wand itself. And what does it do? Oh, do you know what? I see what's going on here. Okay, hang about. So how do we get inside it? So do you just pull it? Oh, you do. Okay, right. So, pulled that open. Let's now take out the stylus. What is this for? Is this for the regular DS Lite? Doesn't actually say. It's not a licensed Nintendo product. So let's just try the DS Lite stylus. So here we go. Let's slide that in. And there's a little cutout there. That's definitely not right. That is not right at all. Is it for the original DS? Oh, it is. It's an original DS accessory. Okay, that is actually quite neat. Look at that. So there's a hole at the bottom. The stylus comes out at the end of it. And then you pop it back in. Like that. Because there's a little groove in there to stop it from just all spinning around. Go on. You know you want to. There we go. And look at that. A Harry Potter wand stylus. I'm still slightly haunted by this little finger. So let's look at something that is different to that. Oh no. Oh no. What have we done? It's another one which also has a broken little slinky thing. Geez, these did not age well. This, I actually have the instruction thing here for it. Never seen this game before. Don't know what that is. So I apologize about that. But it's a bunch of characters. I do sort of recognize them, but not very well. Anyway, all that matters is that it's a Gachapon toy. And we do, in fact, have another finger. Except it's on a stylus now. Okay, so I'm saving the best till last. We're going to look at that in just a second, but let's have a very quick look here at something that was definitely never needed by anybody, but was made available for the sake of consumerism. This right here is a dust port set for the Nintendo DS Lite. So, again, did anybody ever need this? And mine's actually missing one, which is a real big shame. So, let's have a little look then. Let's grab the DS Lite. So these, presumably, replace what's currently in there with this big slab of rubber. I suppose if you're a big fan of Pikachu, you'd want that. And then there's even one for the DS cartridge slot. And then these go into where you'd put in your charger and also presumably the headphones, but that one's actually missing. And then when you're charging, you take it out of there and you put it in there to keep it safe. And finally, the one we have all been waiting for, the touch pen finger. So we've had the pen touch finger, and we've had the finger touch. Now we have the touch pen finger. So here we go. Let's get this out of the box. This is the best accessory that's ever been made for anything ever. It comes in a small little plastic case. Pop that open, and here we have it. There's two of them, so you can take your pick. You can either put your finger into this, and you even get your nail right under there. And again, my fingers are obviously too big. It would have been like that. Oh no, it goes like, oh god, that's disgusting. It goes like that because you've even got a cutout for your nail. That's actually slightly disturbing, but that does make more sense. So here we go. Oh yeah. Oh god, that's locked in. So now I have a bionic touch finger. Well, that is truly epic, actually. That is truly epic. I can imagine myself really would have using that. That is actually quite cool. And then the other one that we have is basically the same thing, except this one uses the actual stylus from the DS, and that just goes through there like that and out there like that. And so then you have a little... Is that the best it can do? Oh, I suppose you can extend it to where you want it, really. Look at that. Can you extend? You can, look, you can even, there's even an extendable bit here and a little tab that stops it from going too far. Look at that. That's quite cool. That is quite cool. Obviously, you wouldn't be putting it on that thing. You'd probably be putting it on there. But, I mean, that's quite sick. Look at that. Would anybody have ever needed this? I don't know. But is it cool? Yes. And is it better than these? Absolutely. But is it as neat as a proper looking pen that is actually a stylus? Probably not, actually. No, this is way cooler.